So if you guys remember, a while back I did a Danganronpa tier list video. Um, I didn't know how tier lists worked back then, but now I do. So I'm gonna be redoing my tier list for the most deaths and executions. This time, instead of going by sad, we're gonna go by the most creative to the most uncreative. All right, so uh, obviously, spoiler alert. Also, Halo Dragon Thieves will come back to another video on my channel. So, of course, spoiler alert. If you have not beaten the games, or at least watched the games being played, you should go watch them or play the games first and then come back here. But if you don't mind spoilers, then go ahead and stick around. All right. So, we're going to go down here. Now, I'm also basing these sort of off of the most sad as well. Um, but it's going to mainly be uh, based off of uncreativeness versus most creative. All right. So obviously, number one of most creative, of most uncreative, where is she? Oh yeah, here she is. Most uncreative is going to be Mikon. Because like I said, she gets launched into space while getting pumped with while with an army pumped with whatever Monica was pumping it with. And the issue is they could have done something way better for her execution. I mean, she's the ultimate nurse. They could have come up with something way better, I think. Anyway, next on the list, put Kokichi here. Kokichi, I mean, he's above her because at least it's sort of believable that he actually died at first. All right. Next was our creative death, Hyoko. Simply because, like I said, just getting slit in the throat is not really a creative death. So that's why that's there. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why Yasuhiro's on here, originally Yasuhiro was supposed to die first. Which him and Sayaka are both unwell. No, they're sort of uncreative. They're sort of uncreative because at least a knife is more. At least getting stabbed is more creative than getting launched into space by an arm or getting your neck slit by a knife. And obviously, her death is sad, but as I said, we're not going by sad this time. We're going by most creative and uncreative. I don't know who this is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be Yasuhiro, actually. Or Yuta. I think that's it for now for most uncreative deaths. The rest are like meh, sort of creative, and most creative. So under the meh category, we have, well, she's not the top one. Hers is a bit more interesting. Ah, okay, also, Celestia. Celestia Ludenberg. She is also going in the most uncreative category. Because she literally just gets crushed by a fire truck, which is not very creative at all. And actually, I'm going to put her below Kokichi. Or above Kokichi. So, I'm going to put Kyoko and Nagito in the same category because their death is pretty much identical. But as that, Kyoko is not canon, where Makoto's is canon. And actually, he falls in a trash chute, so that's actually making people think he's dead. So that's actually, yeah. I have no idea what this is. I'll just put this under sort of creative, sort of uncreative. It's really hard to actually to place these by creativeness, probably right now. All right, getting hit by a bunch of baseballs is kind of creative. It's sort of creative because it's interesting. I would put Mondo Butter lower on the list, but the matter of how he dies is actually pretty creative. So we're gonna go with sort of creative with Mondo. King Shop Bazooka is meh. No idea who this is either. Actually, I think that's Gundam. Actually, I can't tell. I think that is Gundam. Actually, yeah, I think that's Gundam. Okay, so we'll put Gundam. His death is pretty creative. Getting trampled is, well, actually, nah, getting trampled is kind of a meh because I mean, it's more creative than getting crushed to death. Well, that being said, I'm gonna put Junko and Kokichi in the same category. Or how Kokichi is. There it is. So all three of these are the most uncreative in the meta territory. Because getting stabbed is, well, yeah, getting stabbed being more creative than being crushed. No, it wouldn't. Getting hit over the head is sort of creative, but I'm not putting any higher up on the list because it's still pretty uncreative. Now, depending on how they get hit over the head, depends on if it's creative. I'll also put my crew in the same category over here, sort of creative. I think I'll put her there though, because getting hit over the head with the baseball bat is a bit more creative than getting hit over the head with the hammer. You'd have to hit multiple times to actually cut someone open with a bat. I'm gonna say falling is kind of uncreative actually, because falling to death is like. Although I gotta think of the way that Gundam did it too. No, we'll put that in a little higher up on the mech category, I think, because the way Gundam pulled it off is pretty creative. All right, I am gonna put Rantaro in most creative because Kaede set up a lot of shit for that to actually go through and happen. Again, getting stabbed, that's gonna be uncreative. What do I want to put Ryoma at? I'll come back to Ryoma. I mean, getting shot is not really creative either, so that's going to be sort of uncreative. It's going to be level 3. Actually, yeah, level 3. So far, the second most uncreatives the sort of uncreatives are, still, Yasuhiro and Sayaka. I am going to say that Miyu's death is pretty creative, actually, because she literally died in a virtual world to die in real life, which is actually pretty creative. No, put this the same category as the. Actually, hold on, I'm doing this wrong. These actually need to be here. Because it has to be lower on the list for the worse it is. So, forgot about that. Same with the high list. I'm gonna put Chihiro under sort of creative because of the way you find the way you find the save state, or the way you find the crime scene. Konchaki's other execution is not here. I do not remember what I do not remember what Mononosuke's or whatever this character's name was. I don't remember what his execution was, actually, to be honest. Um, I'm pretty sure it was a creative. I'm pretty sure it was sort of creative though. So I'll put it here. All right. Hero is still currently the most. Oh, actually, no, I did that wrong again. Hold on. Because these are sort of creative, so they need to be higher up on. They need to be lower on the list, just like this is. All right. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go with Karumi being above Rantaro's death because her death was pretty creative. Um, Mono Fanny, we'll put her under sword creative. I'll put her above, put her above there. I mean, I would say getting cooked alive is a pretty creative execution. And sadly, this would be uncreative because he just died from coughing to death. So actually, that's going to be under Kokichi, I think. Okay, Nagito's death was definitely pretty creative because literally several steps, like before he actually, literally several steps before he actually, before he actually died. So getting crushed by a rock is pretty uncreative, actually. So we're gonna put that. Uh, hmm. Which one's more uncreative, a fire truck or being crushed by a rock? I think the fire. I think being hit by. I think being crushed by a rock is a bit more uncreative than getting crushed by a fire truck. And then his death was just a simple stabbing, so that's going to go under sort of a creative as well. Being impaled, I would think, would also be kind of uncreative. Well, I kind of liked it actually, so meh. We'll put it just below, Nekomaru. Nekomaru's first death. And Ai Junko was pretty. Her death was pretty creative. It was like you're defeating a final boss, so I'll put her above Teruteru. But is she more creative than Rantaro? I think so because of the circumstances of that game. So she'll be above Rantaro. And Korekio is pretty creative because he literally gets boiled alive and then exorcised as a ghost. So, it's also very painful, might I add, by the looks of things. And Chiaki's death was pretty creative because she just literally went through the games and uh killing yourself with poison is kind of uncreative, actually. So we're gonna put that just under Kaito. No, we'll put her over her. We'll put her above Kaito, actually. At least coughing to death is a bit more painful than dying from poison, I think. Oh, I know, because they basically mean this. You basically cough when you die from poison too. So we're gonna do that. Still have no idea where I'll put Ryoma right now. The headmaster is kind of creative, I guess, because he gets launched into space and then dies. And Kaede is definitely a creative death. But she more. I think she's more. I'm gonna move Chiaki here, Trekio there, and Chiaki, and put her above. Put her right there, actually. Yeah. So far the most uncreative, like out of the most creative tier, is the headmaster execution. Getting sliced in half. I'm gonna put that under meh. It's a little better than falling to death, though. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move Gundam up a tier. Gundam's execution. Again, burned alive, not really creative, so we're gonna put that under meh. Exploding, sort of creative, but it's at the very end of the tier. And then, I don't know about this one. I mean, he literally just runs into the pot and dies, so I guess meh. Angie's death, the way that the crime gets pulled off is actually pretty creative. And same thing with Tenko's death. They're not as creative as Teruteru. Teruteru. Miyu. And Headmaster. Not as creative as those ones. The manner of this that this gets pulled off is pretty creative too. So let's put that under. We'll do sort of creative actually, because well, no, because the way the way that Mikau pulls off the kill is pretty creative. She strangles and then makes it look like she hung her. Makes it look like Ibuki hung herself. So yeah, we're going with that. And now I think about the way that Kirimi set up Ryoma's death is actually pretty unique as well. So we're gonna go with him there. Then Momonosuke. He just got crushed, so he's gonna go under the tier of meh. Alright. So this is the tier list. So let's see if we need to move anything around. I'm gonna put this second actually above Junko, I think. AI Junko. Because her death is a little more creative than AI Junko. She literally runs through a bunch of like games and then gets crushed at the end. So we're gonna go with that. I think that's it. But there's anything else I want to change, really. So Kirumi is the most creative death because of the way she. Damn it. Actually, I'm gonna go with Nagito as the most creative death. Actually, yeah, Nagito is gonna be the top most creative death to me for me. All right, well that's it. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. And Dragon Thieves, if you want to subscribe, go ahead and steal the like button. It's free. Or, well, subscribe button. It's free. If you like my content, you can always unsubscribe. Also, I have a channel with my friends called Danganronpa Characters Play. There, we voice act characters and play games. So if that's something you're into, you can head over there. Then there's another channel called Tag Team Frenzy, which we still have more stuff. We have to upload more stuff on there. That's more multiplayer shenanigans if you like that kind of stuff. Also, I am going to start streaming again at some point with a friend of mine. So if you want to catch me live, go to Twitch. Go to my Twitch. Anyways, this is Red100 and Dragon Thieves. I'll see you next time. Peace out.